There are 11 states on the line in the next few hours. Texas is the biggest prize with 155 GOP delegates there for the taking. So that is more, just to put it in context, than all the other states' delegates combined on the Republican side. Senator Cruz did tell Neil Cavuto earlier today he is concerned about losing Texas to Donald Trump.
I think any candidate who can't win their home state has a real problem. I believe we are likely to win Texas.
But if you
and Marco
don't, you would drop
is down 20
if you
points
don't,
in Florida.
you would drop out.
It would be a real problem if
Okay.
you don't win your home state.
Cruz campaign national spokesman Ron Nehring is with me now. Ron, thank you for the time. Will Senator Cruz have to drop out if he loses his own state?
Nobody's talking about dropping out. Ted Cruz is going to win the state of Texas tonight. We're going to have a very good night. The person who's going to have a really bad night is Marco Rubio, who has yet to demonstrate that he can win anywhere in America. You know, when he was asked a few days ago where he was going to be able to win, he pointed to Florida. Well, 60% of the delegates are going to be allocated by that time. So the only candidate with a pathway to defeat Donald Trump and make sure we're in a strong position for November is Senator Cruz.
Okay, well, speaking of Trump, he does actually seem confident he can steal Texas away from Senator Cruz. Here is Trump from Fox and Friends this morning.
No, I'd love to win Texas. I mean, Ted has not done anything for Texas. He's done a poor job for Texas. Nothing, no legislation, nothing passed. A lot of talk. It's all been talk.
So is it possible?
It's not going to happen. Senator Cruz is going to win the state of Texas, but every single dollar that Marco Rubio and his super PAC and Donald Trump have spent in Texas, I think has been a great investment because they're going to lose it, and that's resources they don't have elsewhere. So good strategic decision on their part.
All right, now a report came out about the New York Times report that allegedly shows Donald Trump is contradicting privately some of what he has said publicly about his immigration plan. Now, Senator Cruz reiterated his concern on that matter earlier with Neil.
Fees broke a story that there is apparently this secret tape that the New York Times editorial board has where Donald earlier this year sat down with them and said, hey, all this stuff I'm saying on immigration, I don't believe, I don't mean it, I don't intend to build a wall, I don't intend to deport anybody.
So where do we stand as far as credibility?
Well, I think Donald Trump, every single day that Donald Trump hides his tax returns, every single day that Donald Trump refuses to authorize the New York Times to release that tape is another day that Donald Trump's credibility further sinks. The air comes out of the Donald Trump balloon further, and he demonstrates that he's not ready to run for president of the United States. He might be ready to run his company as long as it's not Trump University or, you know, some of these various other operations. But Donald Trump does not have the credibility to run for president if he refuses to authorize the New York Times to release that tape. We deserve to know. This is a vetting process. The primary process is not just about selecting a nominee, but it's about vetting the nominees so that they are prepared to go up against Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or whoever they nominate.
Wow.
So in the interest of transparency, Donald Trump needs to have that tape released, and he needs to release his tax returns.
All right. Well, we will see what happens. There's a press conference that he is hosting this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, Ron Nehring, Cruz campaign national spokesperson, thank you very much for the time. Well, we do reach out to all the candidates, both Republican and Democrat, give them an opportunity to come and chat on the show.